Right, boys, we're in part D in the question C3 2019 surface geometry question. Now, I've only really drawn the surface B because that's all we actually need. I'll be honest with you, the same method applies all the time. Now, in this case here, this line here, so I'm going to highlight the points, 4 points. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, as we can see from the line and the elevation, okay, the line 1, 2 is horizontal, okay? That means that makes up part of the horizontal trace. Now, if that surface had to be different, and let's say we had another line up here, what we would have to do is draw a horizontal line across, okay? And find a line here and project these points across to get them. Now, because that's not the circumstance here, I don't see any real benefit in showing you, because we still have to determine how to get the horizontal and vertical trace. So it's very, very simple. The horizontal and vertical trace in this one here, you would continue 1 and 2 across until it hits your XY line. And that is where the plane touches the horizontal trace. Right? That's already resting on the horizontal plane. So this here is the actual horizontal trace, okay? HT. Okay? Now, every point we must bring up must be parallel to that, okay? So what we'll do in this circumstance here is, to get our vertical trace, we must bring this point across. So we're going to bring 4 across for handiness sake. Bring 4 up till it hits our XY line. Get a T-square. Bring the point up. Bring 4 across. And that will give us our vertical trace. And that is our vertical trace, VT. And this down here is our horizontal trace, HT. Now, if 1 and 2 wasn't sitting on the surface, what we would have drawn is a horizontal line here, brought it down to here, and projected each point up until they hit the horizontal trace. Okay? From there we would have worked out the vertical trace, and from where the vertical trace we would have drawn it down parallel. So there may be a case further on down the line where we're working out the horizontal and vertical trace where we don't have a point on the horizontal trace or a line on the horizontal trace. In that circumstance, I will show you how to do it. It's just very hard to explain it if we've already got a point on the horizontal trace. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'll show you now how this would work. So I'm going to draw the line horizontally from 4. So pretend that we don't have a horizontal trace. So what you'll see very quickly is, if I bring that point straight down, the line coming from 3 will be parallel to that. Okay, so that would be parallel to this, as you can see now. Okay, so any horizontal line will be parallel to your horizontal trace. Okay, so what I would have had to do was bring this point up. It hits here. Get 2 points on the vertical trace. Like so. So if this didn't have the line 1, 2, what I would have done was I would have drawn a horizontal line from 3, projected a line across till it hits here, bring it up, and that's 1 point on my vertical trace. Okay? The second thing I would have done was bring the line 4 up parallel to that, it hits here, bring it up, bring 4 across, get my second point in the vertical trace. That would give me my vertical trace, which would give me a point on my horizontal trace. And then my horizontal trace would have been parallel to that horizontal line. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I'll revisit it again. Just let me know if it doesn't make sense and I'll revisit it. But your horizontal trace will always be parallel to a horizontal line. This here is part of our horizontal trace because it's sitting on the horizon line or your XY line and it's horizontal. So that's why that was very, very simple to do. Now, as I says, if it had to be where this was the plane 1, 3, 4, then it would have been different. Okay, I hope you all understand that, and I might draw something similar to this here now and take 2 separate planes and go over it again, and I'll put up another video. Okay, thank you, bye.